Right, we are at Anglesey for a full weekend. This is a round of the BARC Championship and the Longton Championship. Weather forecast is looking good. There might be a brief shower, but in the main we are dry today and tomorrow. The sun has just come out. It is very cold and blustery, but we're dry. The track is dry, so we can attack it. So the target times for the BARC are my times from last year, my PBs. So that's what we're aiming for. Not quite as good conditions as last year. It was glorious, 16, 17 degrees and sunny. We're only at about 12 degrees today and tomorrow, and very blustery, but it's not the worst. We'll take this. So let's see what we can do. This is just practice. We'll take it steady and then we'll see how close or if we can beat last year's times.
Morning.
Morning.
Just do your noise test, please.
Yep. To start with, 63 dead, so we've got 2 seconds to shave off to get a PB. So yeah, it felt good. Nice banker for practice, and then we'll start pushing. Right, so coming down for timed run 1. We'll give it 9 tenths on this one. Track conditions are good. The wind is dying down a bit, so that's helping. Now I just don't know whether on that final straight before the last hairpin, whether to leave it in third or change to fourth. So I wasn't pushing much on that last one, but I only got up to 92 in fourth. Now I can max out about 95 in third, so we'll try putting it into fourth for this one. But if it doesn't get up to enough speed, as in like 100 miles an hour, then there's no point changing. We might as well leave it in third and bounce off rev limiter for a second or so. So we'll see what speed we get up to on this one, see if it's worth changing into fourth on that long back straight or not, and then just try and be a bit braver everywhere else and see what time we come up with. 60.88, that'll do, another PB. Shaved a tenth off my PB. Yeah, definitely could have took that last corner neater. It just understeered, just washed out wide. It's taking a bit too much speed, but good one. We bet the new PB. Right, coming down for timed run 2. Ideal conditions now. Sun's been out a bit. There's a bit of tyre temperature, a bit of track temperature. Come off that last one. I know why I washed out now in that last corner. My tyres were at 38 psi. I've not changed them, not bled them since the start because it has been cool. But yeah, 38's just too high. It just starts understeering, loses mechanical grip. So dropped them back down to 35, and then we'll see what they're like after this run. Might have to drop them down a bit more, but yeah, let's see if we can beat a 60.8. So shaved a tenth off my PB on that last one. See if we can shave any more off. Like I say, well, this sun's out and there is a big breeze, but track and tyres will be warming up nicely. Let's attack it. Some more air out. 60.41 though, another 4 tenths off. Definitely more there still. The grip's definitely coming in, you can feel it, but it's still just washing out a bit. Whether that's me pushing too much, I don't know, it's hard to tell, but we'll see what the pressures are. But another 4 tenths off, coming good. GoPro stop. Right, timed run 3. This is the last one that counts for the BARC. We will get some more after this because it's the first one after lunch, but this is the last one that will count. So can we knock any more off? We can certainly neaten it up, as I always say. Bit scruffy in that last one, but that's how it gets when you're going for it. When you're right on the limit, sometimes it doesn't hook up quite as nice, but there's certainly a little bit more time there if we can hook it up. So let's go all at it again. The sun's stayed out, the track's probably a bit warmer, so there's every chance I am eating my front tyres because they're scrubbing wide and they're right on the edge of grip. It's wearing tons of rubber off the AO52s to the point where I might even have to swap a brown for tomorrow. It's heavily weighted, this track, on your left front. A lot of right hand fast bends, and tomorrow's even worse. So yeah, that front left takes a ton of abuse, but we'll see how it goes. So yeah, let's give it all on this one and see if we can get any lower. try pushing. Nearly lost it on that top corner, but we managed to hold on. But yeah, time cost me, who knows, might have been another PB, but that's the last one that counts. We'll try again on the next one, but it won't count. But we'll try and go some quicker. Right, timed run 4. We'll call this my last. Like I say, it doesn't really count for anything. I think we've won the class. The times for the BARC are now set. So we bet last year's time by half a second in the end. So almost maximum points for that one. Nearly lost it in the last run. Let's just see if we can beat that PB, even though it won't officially count. Let's see what we can get, and then if there is another run, I may as well just call it a day and not bother. We'll pack up and come back tomorrow for the international circuit. Weather is absolutely glorious now. The wind has died down, sun's been out, best conditions of the day. The track should be at its best as well. Let's see if I can hook it up and see if the tyres hold on. 60.02! I thought it were good. Could have maybe broke later for that last corner. 60.02. Oh, why did I not do that on the last one? Bet last year's PB by a full second. It don't bloody count, but hey ho, we'll finish on that. Yeah, other than that last corner braking a bit too early, that one more or less fucking 100%. So there's a 59 there. Next time, maybe this suspension working good. Right, back on the Sunday for the international layout, the full lap. Weather better than yesterday, as predicted. No winds whatsoever. The sun is breaking out over the mountains, so it should be almost perfect weather conditions. Going to stay cool at 12-13 degrees, which is ideal for the intake temperatures. So yeah, if the sun gets out, stays out, the track warms up, the tyres warm up, it will be ideal. We said last year, I don't think I'll ever get these conditions again for 10 years, but we have. So we can attack it from the off. This is just practice, so I'm just going to try a couple of new lines that I've done a track walk this morning, and yeah, I think I can maybe shave a few tenths off, just tweaking a few lines into corners. So I'm going to see how that feels, and then we'll attack it from the off in timed run 1. Practice, jeez, yeah, 101.5. That felt good. We can attack it from the off. So my PB and the target from last year is a 99.7. See how close we can get in timed run 1. Right, coming down for timed run 1. So yeah, we've been a bit cloudy, the sun's not managed to break through, but there is potential. The clouds are dispersing. It's not going to hold us back though. Let's attack it on this. So 101, can't remember what the point bit was, what the temps, but we're aiming for a 99.7. Tyre pressures were through the roof. They're at 37.5, so I've let some air out of them. We're going for 34.5 at the front, 32.5 at the rear, which is what we run yesterday. Seemed to work well, so we're going to go with that, which is a lot more in the rear than I normally run. But I think these high speed corners, I just don't want the rear getting too squishy. It seems planted, so I'll stick with that. And I may try a run at lower at 30 at the back just to see how it is, but for now we're sticking with 32. Intake temperature 44 degrees. It's like being in the Sahara Desert, because this car cooks when it's just sat there idling. It absolutely cooks, so that'll sort itself out when we get going. But yeah, it's and coolant's at 97, so we need to get some airflow. 102.07, bloody hell, slower. Well, it was, it were a bit all over the place. I thought I'd been quicker than that though, because I was pushing. 102. Jeez. Do I need to be neater? Do I need to alter the tyre pressures? I don't know. We'll have a think. Right, we are getting a rerun. Something was amiss. I thought it was, because I thought I'm pushing. There's no way it was a second slower. So I dare say maybe something wasn't quite right with the timing. So yeah, we're getting a rerun. Tyres are hot, so let's give it. I just hope the pressures aren't through the roof and I get understeer everywhere. But we'll see. I ain't got time to actually check. Scruffy. Yeah, 100.29. There's definitely a 99 there, definitely. Very scruffy. Couldn't take full advantage of the rerun. I mean, bloody hell, that fast sweeping right on the long straight. I was way too out wide. I was on the marbles and it just couldn't grip on. Cost me big time that, all the way down that back straight. But at least we've got a time on the board. We need to attack it now on the next one. Yeah, just didn't turn in quick enough. Bugger. Anyway, we'll give it another go. Right, timed run 2. The sun is out. So let's see if we can put one together. 100.2 on that last one. My PB is 99.7, so half a second off. But I'm convinced I lost at least half a second on that long back straight just by not taking the optimal line. I was 7 miles an hour down through the speed trap. So 7 miles an hour along that back straight is probably more than half a second. So yeah, we need to make sure I hit every point. Because I had a bit of a misshift into fourth, that took my concentration away. You need to make sure the gear's going. Yeah, and hit every apex we can and not get on the marbles. Once you go out wide and you're off the optimal line, there is so much rubber and marbles down, you just can't get any grip. So we need to be on the optimum line. So let's attack it. This could be the best run. There's more clouds on the horizon, but the sun's out now, so the track should be really grippy. can hook one up after lunch. Still not the best. After that back straight, outbroke myself way too much, went far too deep. Oh, it's frustrating, fractions of a second. Yeah, I'll have to give it another go after lunch. That'll be the last one that counts. Right, timed run number 3, the last one that counts for the BARC Championship. So, for that last one, yeah, I don't know if the screen read the wrong time or I read it wrong, but it was actually 100.06 my time. So a slight improvement on T1, but still 3/10 off my PB. So that is the aim. The main mistake on the last one, I outbroke myself into the hairpin at the top of the hill massively. So I need to brake earlier. I lost a lot of time then, went way too deep in, probably lost half a second. So if we can neaten, well, copy the rest of the lap and then nail that, we should be there. So we've just got this one run to do it. I'll probably do another one later on, but it won't count like we say yesterday. It'll count for my PB, but not for any championship. So let's see if we can get into a 99 on this one. We are close. We just need an error-free run. Come on. Am I reading the times wrong? 100.7. Slowest yet? Come on. I hope I'm reading them times. I can't be, but let's see what comes up on the actual official timing thing. That felt good, did that? Error free. But we'll see what the official time is. If not, we've failed in our quest for a new PB. Right, coming down for the 4th run. This will probably be my last. So we failed in his quest to beat the BARC target time, which was my time from last year, but let's see if we can do it on this one. The time was correct, 100.7, so we've done 3 timed runs all in the 100 bracket. So consistent, but I thought that last one would have been the best of the lot, and it's actually the worst of the lot. So do we need to take a few more risks? The sun's out, same conditions as previous. There is a bit of a breeze now, and it is a headwind in that long back straight, so it will affect top speed, but there should still be plenty of grip there, so let's just give it another run and see what we come up with. Sake. The start will have cost me a few temps, lots of wheel spin on the start. I thought I've been getting away really well, so I'll just give it some more gas, but yeah, it didn't hook up. But I don't think that cost me 6 temps, so the rest of it was pretty good again, but just another 100. Do I have another go? We'll decide. Right, we're going to do the last run of the day. Another 100 on that last one. I'm itching to get a 99, so this will be do or die. We lost 3 temps off the start. I gave it way too much beans, so there's time to make up there. Let's see if we can do it. whoops off my PB, but we got there in the end. It was worth doing, even though it don't count for anything. Oh, I won't come away without getting a 99. Slipping and sliding right on the edge of grip. But yeah, I think these are about as good a conditions as we're going to get. Happy enough with that. Right then, we've completed Anglesey. Another glorious weekend. I thought after going last year, we wouldn't get them conditions again for a while. And certainly like the week before, it had been raining quite heavily and storms. But yeah, the weather cleared up nicely for another, in the main, glorious weekend. There was a stiff breeze on the Saturday and then it kicked in a bit on the Sunday, but with it being right on the coast and right in the firing line, yeah, you don't expect it to be that nice. So it meant we could attack it from the off. So Saturday, as per usual, is the national course, which is like the half lap. And the aim for the weekend, turning up the weather being good, the car in good shape, was can we get a PB? There was only two, me and one other in the class, so I was never going to get maximum points for the Longton. And the BARC was against my target times that I set last year. So that was the aim. On the Saturday, yeah, started with a 63 in practice, felt really good, knew we could attack it. And then slowly but surely got quicker. Apart from one mistake, on timed run 3, I was pushing, because that was the last one that counted, so I was pushing probably beyond the limit and lost it right at the top of the hill. Which lost me a second. But other than that, in timed run 1, 60.88, which bet my PB. I think it was a 60.99 from last year. So straight away, timed 1, we shaved a tenth off. Timed run 2, 60.41. So knocked another 4 tenths off. Timed run 3, a bit of a mistake. And then I thought, I'll do timed run 4. Doesn't count for the BARC, but let's just see if we can get any lower. And we did a 60.02, so just shy of a second quicker than last year. And on a 60-second run, that is massive. So car felt really good in the main. There was just a couple of instances where the brakes weren't quite there, which I'll come on to later. But yeah, in the main, car felt good. Suspension working great again. So I thought, right, on the full lap on the International on the Sunday, we can really go gung-ho. So came away, great points on the Saturday. Come back Sunday, weather even better, if anything, in the main. The International full length, where you can really push the car. And we started in practice with 101.59. Again, felt superb in practice. I wasn't pushing, but you could just feel the grip was there. My record stroke PB from last year is 99.76, I think. 99.7 something anyway. So that was the aim, a 99. First time run, 100.29. Made a little error, so I'm like, yep, there's definitely a 99 there. And then the wind kicked in then, and it was a headwind into the long, long back straight that bends round to the right. So it does affect it. My top speed was down about 3 miles an hour, maybe 5 miles an hour by the last run at the end of the day, because the breeze picked up, and that 3, 4, 5 miles an hour along a long straight adds up. I mean, I don't know how much time it adds up to, but it's got to be several tenths. So, yeah, not ideal by the end of the day, but I just kept pushing because the grip was there, so we could utilise the corner speeds. So, timed run 2, I thought on the video, I said 100.8 come up, and a couple of times it come up with a wrong time, or I were reading it wrong, who knows. But it was actually 100.06, so almost there with time run 2. Then, like the previous day, time run 3 was the last one, and it felt good. Time run 3 was the first time I'd not made a mistake, but yeah, it come out at 100.7, which Yeah, I mean, I checked the footage. It's not a timing error. It was that, so a weird one. It felt good. Sometimes, you know, it feels good and you get a good time. Sometimes it feels bad and you get a bad time. I'm pretty good at judging where I am at the end of the run. But that one perplexed me, shall we say. But anyway, timed run 4. I thought we'll give it one more, like a bonus run like yesterday. Pushed again. Only managed 100.6. So I'm like, God, are we going to get... A 99's got to be there in these conditions if I've done it previous. So yeah, went for the last run of the day, the 5th run. I thought, what the hell? And just crept in with a 99.8. And that was another error-free run in my head. So yeah, that is about the limits, I think, of the car and me, is a 99. I don't think there's anything else there. Unless conditions are absolutely ideal. The temperature was slightly cool. It was 13, 14 degrees, where last year it was 17. So last year probably was absolutely optimal for the track and the car. The sun out, the tyres and the track warm, and about 17, 18 degrees. It was slightly cooler, and the headwind were just knocking a few miles an hour off the top speed. So probably 8 out of 10 conditions on the Sunday. But yeah, we managed to get there in the end, a 99.8, so just a few hundredths off my PB. So happy enough with that in the end. The main thing, the car in the main was faultless, other than 2 points. The outside shoulders of my front tyres are absolutely decimated. Because this suspension's stiffer and I'm taking more apex speed, corner speed, the car's rolling. It's not rolling over, but the tyres are rolling over. I think the car's planted and level, but the tyres are taking all of that G-force now. So I might need to try even higher pressures. It's just I get understeer when I put higher pressures in. But yeah, the outside shoulders of the front 2 tyres have absolutely been torn to shreds. And I've got 3 degrees of camber at the front. I can't get any more. Ideally, I need 4, and I think that's what Yokohama recommend. I need some more camber, but I can't get any. So I had to swap the wheels over. After day 1, the left front looked massively worse than the right front, so I swapped them over, and now after 2 days they're pretty much even. But yeah, the rest of the tyre is absolutely fine. The 3/4, the inner 3/4 if you like, but the outside shoulder takes some hammer at Anglesey with the high-speed corners. And then the only other thing to note was braking was very inconsistent. Like on the video I said, sometimes I broke too early for that corner, and then other times I broke way too late. Now in my head I'm braking at the exact right point, at the same point. I might not, because when you're going 100 miles an hour it's so hard to pick an exact point. But yeah, it just felt like to me that some corners I just weren't slowing down how I'd expect the car to slow down, and then other corners I was slowing down a bit better than I was expecting. So the inconsistency of the brake pad and the brake pedal, that was the main stumbling block, and it did cost me on a few of them runs where I went way too deep into corners. So I'll have to watch that moving forward. There's plenty of meat on the pads, and I'm on the Padged Street Plus on the front and the yellow stuff EBCs on the back, so there's plenty of meat. The pads are fine, the discs are brand new, but it's just that bit of inconsistency where it seems to brake really well for one corner, and the next corner it's like you've got brake fade, but I haven't, because yeah, the brakes are fine. It's a strange one, so we'll monitor that moving forward. But overall, good weekend, and we are next up at Longton in a few weeks' time. Thank you very much.